Almost every business has a website, right? But for so many of them, it's really just a digital signpost. It just sits there, looks nice and professional, but it's not actually doing anything to generate growth. So today, we're going to talk about how to transform that passive placeholder into a powerful engine for your business. So I've got a question for you, and I want you to be really honest with yourself. Take a hard look at your own website. Is it just a beautiful, maybe even expensive online brochure that you just kind of hand out? Or is it a hard-working engine, constantly running in the background, pulling in new opportunities 24/7? The difference between those two? Well, it's everything. And this really lays it out perfectly. On one hand, you've got that static website. It's a one-way street. It's a cost center, just sitting there passively waiting for someone to maybe stumble upon it. But on the other hand, you have the living growth engine. It's dynamic, it's active, it's constantly creating value and actively pulling the right people to your brand. All right, so how do we actually build this engine? Well, the core component, the very heart of this living, breathing growth machine is the blog. And let me be clear, I do not mean an online diary about your company picnic. We're talking about something way, way more strategic. A modern business blog is a part of your site that's updated all the time with strategic content. Its only job is to attract people who are out there searching for solutions, engage them with genuinely valuable information, and then, ultimately convert them into customers. And the key word here is organically. It's your traffic generator, your authority builder, and your lead nurturer all rolled into one. And this is so important to understand, especially from a technical point of view. Search engines like Google and even the new AI systems, they don't just see a blog post as another page of words. They see it as a knowledge signal. Every single post you publish is like setting up a flare that tells them, hey, we're a valuable resource on this topic. It's how you build authority. And that authority, well, it translates into real, tangible business benefits. Blogs help you get discovered by the exact people who are actively looking for what you offer. They educate your potential customers, building a ton of trust long before you ever ask for a sale. This means you can rely less on expensive paid ads. And what's crucial is that a blog fuels all three pillars of modern visibility: traditional SEO, what we call GEO, and the new kid on the block, AIEO. Okay, but here's the thing. You can't just write any old blog post and expect miracles. To make this engine run like a dream, you need to know which gears to use and when to use them. So let's break down the 5 strategic types of blogs that pretty much every business should be using. I want you to really picture this, okay? Your blog is an engine, and it's got 5 different gears. Each one serves a totally different purpose. You've got gears for cruising at high speed to attract a huge audience, and you've got gears for downshifting to get that raw power you need to close a deal. Using the right gear at the right time, that's the secret to performance. So, first gear. This is your informational blog. Think of this as the workhorse for attracting what we call top-of-funnel traffic. These posts answer those broad what is and how does questions that people are typing into Google. They build awareness and bring a wide audience into your world for the very first time. Now, second gear is where you start to target a specific pain point. The problem-solution blog speaks directly to your customers' frustrations. When you show them you truly understand their problem and can offer a way out, you stop being a company and start being a helpful expert. And that builds massive trust. Shifting into third gear, we're going after users with super high intent. Now, we're talking about people who are in that final research phase. They're literally comparing options, typing in things like agency versus freelancer. This content catches them right when they're about to make a decision, giving you the power to influence that choice. Fourth gear is all about flexing your authority. These are your detailed, step-by-step guides and how-to posts that show you really know your stuff. But here's the kicker. This structured, clear format is absolute gold for AI and voice search. They love pulling clear, actionable steps from content just like this. And finally, fifth gear. This is for absolute domination. Industry-specific blogs target a super narrow niche, like SEO for real estate agents. The language is specific, the problems are unique, and the relevance is just off the charts. This is how you become the undisputed go-to authority in a particular vertical, and that leads to way higher conversion rates. All right, we've got the engine, we know the 5 gears. So what's all this power actually for? It's all about fueling those 3 critical pillars of modern organic search that we mentioned: SEO, GEO, and AIEO. For good old traditional SEO, blogs are basically high-octane fuel. They let you target thousands of those long, specific keywords that people actually search for. They dramatically increase the number of pages Google can index on your site, which is huge. And they build that all-important topical authority. Plus, they improve signals like how long people stick around on your site, which tells search engines your website is a place that educates, not just sells. Now, geo, this is a term that's kind of evolved, and today it has a really powerful dual meaning. First, it stands for geographical, so using blogs to target local keywords like best coffee shop in Brooklyn to crush the local search results. But it also stands for generative, which is all about optimizing your blog so that AI engines, quote, summarize and recommend your content as the definitive answer. And that leads us straight into AIEO, or AI engine optimization. You have to think about what an AI is trying to do. It's trying to find the absolute best, clearest, most helpful answer. So it's looking for specific signals, content that's clearly structured, that's contextually rich, and that shows real human expertise. Your how-to guides, your problem solution posts, your entire blog is the perfect format to give these AI engines exactly what they're hungry for. And this is the real game changer. This is the whole point. When you nail AIEO, your brand becomes something more. You're no longer just another blue link on a page full of results. You become the source of the answer itself. Your expertise gets presented directly, establishing you as the ultimate authority in that moment. So when you put it all together, what you're really doing is taking your customer on a journey. It's a powerful shift, a journey from just grabbing a little bit of their attention to truly earning their authority and their trust. And your blog is the tour guide for every single step of that journey. That first informational post grabs their attention. Then the problem solution posts and the how-to guides, they build trust because you're helping them without a hard sale. And that consistent delivery of real value is what earns their loyalty. It's simple. People always come back to the brands that teach them something. Okay, as we get ready to land this plane, I want to leave you with a completely different way of thinking about all of this. We have to stop thinking about blogs in the old way. We need to see them for what they really are. I want you to really hear this. Ready? Blogs are not content. Just let that sink in for a second. That word content, it feels so disposable, so temporary. It just doesn't capture the true power of what you're actually building here. Blogs are digital assets. Think about it. A paid ad vanishes the second you stop pumping money into it. But a great blog post you write today can keep attracting traffic, building your authority, and generating leads for years to come. It's an asset that actually compounds in value over time. It gets more powerful the longer it exists. So I'll leave you with this one question to think about for your own business. Your website is a piece of digital real estate. Right now, is it just an empty lot, or are you actually building something of lasting value on it? What asset will your website build next?